Bodensteiner.
Sonic.
Nice to meet you.
All right. So a huge margin tonight against one of your big rivals. What do you think? How do you think about the way the girls played tonight?
We wanted to set the tempo early, get after them a little bit. I thought our kids did a good job with pressure, and that kind of set the tone for the evening. We didn't shoot it very well from the perimeter tonight, but we did a lot of other things really well, and we were able to try some different stuff against their zone defense and move a few kids around and play some different lineups. So it was good.
Yeah, it locked it down on the defense, 19-0 in the first quarter, and I had them only 0 for 4 on their side of the ledger in the first quarter. Was that a key then? One key that you had defensively?
Well, we certainly felt like we could, really get after their ball handlers and make them uncomfortable. And, if you can make a ball handler uncomfortable, it can throw an entire offense off. And I think we're pretty good defensively across the board. If you're going to be good defensively, you got to be good on the boards. And I thought we did a nice job there as well. And we were fairly efficient offensively, despite not shooting it very well. I thought we did some really good things.
When you look at where you are at in the early going of the season so far, do you think are they progressing the way you'd like them to right now? Are you a little ahead of schedule, behind, or where are you at?
I don't know that you can ever get ahead of schedule, but that would be fantastic. No, we're a work in progress, and we've got some kids playing who really don't have any varsity experience, and they're starting to get that. We played some good teams early, which posed a challenge. I think pushed us a little bit more, and we responded to that well. Right now, we're just trying to get some of those kids a little bit more comfortable. And then here coming off a break, we're going to add another kid back into the lineup who's going to really help us, and Ellie Thompson, who's been out with an ankle injury. And the good and the bad of that is we're adding another talented player, but it's kind of like starting over again and trying to figure out rotations and things. But I think our kids are getting more comfortable with each other, and that's kind of step one right now.
Yeah, and you only have 160 minutes to play with to give to the girls too.
Yeah, it's a good problem, but it's going to be a little bit of a problem when we get everybody back.
On that note, tonight you get a chance to play. Most of your players go deep into your bench. So how critical do you think that is, getting those younger kids minutes in a game like this so they can help you more later on down the line?
Definitely. And, it's really a challenge sometimes in games like that because the kids who need to get the most minutes are like 8, 9, 10, and 11. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they get lost when you want to play all of the kids on your bench, 8, 9, 10, and 11, don't really end up getting any extra minutes. And we tried to be really purposeful about that tonight to get those kids extra minutes so we didn't leave them out, in the sense where we forget about them a little bit, and tried to take advantage of that tonight. And we got those kids out there. Emma Thompson's one of them. I thought Emma was fantastic for us tonight. And she was one of those kids we made an effort to make sure we got her extra minutes.
Yeah, you had 4 in double figures tonight from my count. Annika 14, Caitlin 12, Emma 11, and Trin 10. Pretty good balance amongst 3-year starters and your number 6, I guess. How do you feel about the way that went for you on the scorebook?
Well, this past weekend, Trin had 26 in our game in Dubuque, and Caitlin had 20. And I think part of the beauty of our team is we've got a whole bunch of kids who can get a little bit. I suppose they can get a lot like Trin did and get 26 in one game, but that's not really what we're counting on. We're thinking we're going to run 8 or 9 kids out there, and we think they can all score a little bit. Mm-hmm. If that means they all get 6 to 10, we're in a pretty good spot. But if somebody happens to get 20 and somebody gets a few less, that's okay too. And I think those kids complement each other really well, and it makes us very flexible with the lineups we want to play and the things that we want to do.
In terms of where you're at right now and looking at things, where do you think the ceiling is right now, or where you could be at the end of the year?
There's no question that we're really, really talented. I think our defense is at a level that puts us where anything's possible. Our offense has to come along, and really with that, it's just a little bit more consistency shooting the ball. We shot it fantastic on Saturday in Dubuque. We shot it really well from the three-point line against Xavier. We didn't shoot it very well tonight. But those things come and go, and that's why we try to live on the defensive end a little bit more. So that's kind of where the standard is for us to be really good on that end, knowing that offense will fluctuate, but you got to have that too. And if that comes along, I think we can be a really high-level basketball team by the end of the season.
Defense both travels and stays at home.
Defense is always there. If you're willing to communicate, work hard, and be a team, you can always bring your defense.
All right, thanks.